Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and this is Kus, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Right. So, yes. You know what timeless means, right? That it doesn't go away. Yeah, it's something that stands the test of time. Yes. So who stands the test of time? Dead people. Old people. Old people. So, this is the scent of grandfatherly love.
The scent of grandfatherly love.
That was such a cool reference. I was gonna go to such a more depraved place with it. It's good that you did that. Good. I don't want to know whatever depravity is in your brain. Yes, you don't. You are not worthy. So this is Nightwish, or what's left of them. Well, it's Nightwish with a chunk of winter sun in it, but it's Nightwish. Well, 2 chunks of winter sun. 2 people can be 1 chunk. 2 people are a chunk of a band. Would you call yourself half a chunk? No, you want to be an entire chunk, right? Yes. So the 2 Winter Sun members that are now playing in Nightwish are 2 chunks. Okay, so this band has chunks in it.
This milk has chunks in it.
What's your point?
Anyway, we've been getting a lot of people be like, react to Nightwish, react to Nightwish, react to Nightwish, react to Nightwish. We already know Nightwish. All of it. Literally. It's the band that got us into symphonic metal, as it did to everyone else who likes symphonic metal. So that's why we haven't been reacting to Nightwish. Until there was new Nightwish. So this is the first single off of their new album, Yesterwinde, which might as well be insert folksy fantasy term. They're getting more folksy. Yes. So I'm really curious. It's 8 minutes long. Are you ready? No. Oh. Squeechy, squeechy, squish, swoosh. Them tribal drums, okay. Okay, we're changing it up. I'll take it. Nice! Oh!
We are their air dust on their palm. We are because of a million loves. We're the perfume of the timeless, last sighs on a deathbed. We are their air dust on their palm. We are because of a million loves. We're the perfume of the timeless, last sighs of a million loves.
A Lovely Bunch of Coconuts 2024, directed by Ville Lipiainen. A Lovely Bunch of Coconuts. Wow! Observation 1. It sounds like Nightwish. Observation 2. Sounds like New Wave Nightwish. Observation 3. Thomas is really taking his love for soundtracks and music scores and stuff like that take over. This was not a metal song. There was barely any metal in it.
There was metal in it. There was a lot of metal in it.
Barely.
No, not barely. Barely. The only way you can be barely is if you mean it had something to do with bears. Because there were a lot of different life forms in there, and I'm sure a bear must have snuck in there somewhere. There was a lot of metal in it. It just didn't come that much forward because it was always drowned in orchestral and sound orchestrations and sound design.
They just know how to make you feel dreamy.
Yeah.
And how to take you, somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anywhere but here.
Well, Nightwish isn't just making music at this point.
What are they making?
They're making this full-on visual auditory ensemble to send messages, I think.
Oh,
Like
so
they're-
not KFC.
No, not KFC. Where did you... What's the connect? How did you get to that?
It's not music. You said they don't just make music. I just thought of something else. Continue.
12 generations and thousands of people to evolve into this.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
thinking.
just defeated their entire point.
They said you are the dream of many ancestors. No, I'm just the consequence. I'm sure they would have dreamt for something else. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. So it's like a full ensemble of music and sound design and then visual artistry all put together to make these mini movies, at least when they put out videos. And it's the same thing when they do live performances. The live performances aren't just the music itself. There's so much video projection and so much choreography and so much pyros and all of that.
And so much money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And I could definitely hear the money in the sound production.
Yes. It just sounds like, you know. You can hear the fucking cash registers when this music plays. Metaphorically.
I can't with you, but I get your point.
I mean, you can tell it's very high budget.
Yeah, a lot of budget goes into this.
Cha-ching. Carry on.
Carry what? Your cash register? I lost all my thoughts! Wow, but no, I love the message. I love what they're going for. And I think, look, there's a lot of debate between science and religion and all sorts of stuff like that going on. I'm like, if there's any way you're gonna think about science that's actually gonna be religious, it's like this. Because they can frame it into such an artistic and such a meaningful way that it's not just, facts. Because, you know, a lot of people that are cynical about religion are reducing everything to facts, and they tend to pull emotion out of it. And Nightwish does the opposite. Nightwish does present facts.
And gives you purpose.
In a way that gives you purpose.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of the religious arguments are, that you need meaning, you need purpose. It's like, there's your purpose. It's in the science. Why are these things opposite?
Yeah.
I mean, you can dab at religion's, I guess, factual incoherence, but it's not a thing about facts. I like to think of it as a metaphor. People think of it as spiritual practice, whatever. It's the amount of love and care and passion that this band can put into something that is otherwise completely factual blows my mind.
Yeah.
I've only had one university professor throughout my entire bachelor that I'm about to finish that made me feel passion towards the topic. And I got a 9 in that exam, and it wasn't even hard. Right? So, we need this sort of shit. We need the kind of stuff that they're making, and it's so cool. And I love how they could present the interconnectedness of life in a way. You came from all these generations, you turned back into dirt.
Yeah.
That's what happened when Thomas turned into a tree.
Yes.
Or who knows, maybe he had some fantasy to be an ant at some point. I wouldn't know.
He nourished nature with his body.
Well, not yet. You know, like that Nathan V. Pyle meme, I will eventually nature nourish. I will eventually nourish nature with my body, but I do not want it to be today.
Yes.
So it's like all these generations that come out of the dirt, essentially, because, you know, we came from a cell, if you're to think back to the fundamental origins of life, and then we come into this, and then we turn back into dirt, and we're consumed by microorganisms to feed the next generation. So it's all that interconnectedness. It's so cool how they present, how this idea that you're not one thing. You're the result and consequence of all the life around you, and you're embedded in it. And that actually is a point that I've heard made by religious people as well. That you're not just you. That you're within a broader scope, so...
Man, he was actually going for relevant things to say. I feel so bad about earlier now.
Well, I made the point anyway, but, you know, we needed a bit of bad humor so I would have something to light a fire under my ass and for me to want to counter you.
Yes, there's a fire under his ass.
Ouchie.
Ouchie. So yeah, Nightwish really knows how to inspire you to do something worthwhile before you go couscous.
Yeah.
But when you do go couscous, you know, grab a pair of headphones and some shades so you can still be hip.
Yeah. Do you have thoughts on this?
Yes, they need the vocals louder in the chorus.
Yes, definitely. I couldn't tell whether it was being drowned by just the way it was produced or if the choirs were loud or what was going on, but yeah, we need the vocals more forward.
And Thomas knows how to use wind instruments in orchestras better than pretty much everyone. Septic Flesh know how to use wind instruments very well in orchestras too. But then it's Nightwish, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Most orchestra in metal is very string section driven.
The band you're wearing also has some pretty good wind instrument sections.
This is a very Nightwish fan compatible band. They're called Seven Spires. Check them out. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're the kind that makes your soul ache.
Yeah. But they also have a bit of Dimmu Borgir in there.
Yes.
You can't describe spiders through comparisons. Anyway, this is about Nightwish, not about spiders. Check out spiders.
I don't have anything else to say because it's like,
I don't know whether all the animal sounds and explosions, well, not explosions, but, things crackling and sound design and all of that is actually part of the recording, or they just put it in the video. Because they have included that sort of stuff on studio recordings before, especially on The Greatest Show on Earth, where the build up to part 3 is basically apes.
yes.
And thunderous stuff. Yeah. We're still apes at the core.
Yes. We're just not survivalists like they used to.
I love that one moment where you had like some tribal drum stuff and then 2 seconds of yucca.
2 seconds of yucca.
Yes, 2 seconds of yucca coming in the forefront. That bass snippet.
Yeah, that was a really cool transition. They still know, despite the fact that the structure of their music is so simplistic, how to give some surprising elements to it.
Yeah, and to be like, by the way, we have a new bassist.
Yes. Check him out. He doesn't yell like Marco, but he still bumps a lot.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm pretty sure Troy and Floor combined can do a pretty good job of taking on Marco's vocals.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I think I'm done.
I'm done too. Are we done here?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoy your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Corpses out.